Hello, welcome back to Toby's Freedom. It's the 4th of March, 2025. Welcome back. And I'm sorry I haven't made videos for a long time. I just needed a break, and also I had some problems with the memory on my phone, hard disk memory. I had to erase or delete some of my old stuff. Doesn't matter. I have to start all over again. And I just want to talk to you about a real story that never is going to be in the media. Actually, it's very early or late in the morning. I couldn't sleep anymore. Who cares? Anyway, anyhow. I I did some activism, and last week up at the parliament, the Danish parliament in Denmark, Copenhagen. Christiansborg. And I was, I'm not, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not doing trauma dumping. I'm not gonna be sorry for myself. I'm not gonna show my feelings that I'm sad, that I need to stop drinking or smoking weed or moderation or whatever. No, I'm not. I don't like that. I don't need to be saved. I'm tired of people telling me what to eat and drink and smoke. Not cigarettes, but weed. But and junk food and sweets and the whole shebang. I'm tired of it. So don't be sorry for me and tell me what to do. It's my life. I know what's good and bad for me, and I think that talk is very negative. And if you feel sorry for yourself, go to a meeting, and that meeting's gonna be without me. So no, I think somebody. I was not alone. I did not act alone. I was in the city and I met someone, actually a girl, a woman, and I'm not gonna tell her name because I'm not. No, I'm just gonna call her Mrs. X. Mrs. X. X. Mrs. X. Um, she was a homeless girl. She said she was a homeless. I can't really remember the story 100% what happened because I had too much to drink and smoke. But the thing is, she's a younger woman and she was quite good looking, and she was homeless. She says, I don't know if she just wants some attention. I don't know. I don't know her. I got her phone number, etc., etc. Don't ask me about my love life. It's private. But I'm gonna tell you about this story because it's part of activism and truth, being a truther. So that's why I'm telling you this story. It's nothing to do about my love life. So please don't ask me about it ever. if I only if I say it, you know, if I like to say it. I don't really want to do that. It's hard enough to find a, a, a steady relationship. But anyway, I met this girl, a woman. She's a younger woman, homeless. She said, and I met her. Oh, did we go to a club? We went to a club to have some beers with another guy, and we're not going to talk about the other guy because there's nothing to talk about the other guy about because he wasn't there when it happened with the activism. But we met in the city. We had some drinks. We had some laughs. I don't know why I'm together with people who has much more problems with myself, but I don't know. I shouldn't do that, but she was a very kind and sweet girl. I was very fascinated with her, but the thing is, she kind of forced me to do this on my own. I didn't like it, and then we went to the Danish Parliament, and we went two times to first. They have a place, a yard, a field where they have horses, uh, and she liked horses. That's okay. I don't like horses. I was, I was, I was being in the background, and she wanted to say hi to these horses. And the thing is, we're not allowed to say hi to these horses because of precautions of safety and all that. So she was really pissed off, and I can see why. I don't know why we were not allowed to say hi to. She was not allowed to do that, and she got me really angry as well. And then I started firing up my activism, and I hate. And that's gonna say again. I don't like being stoned or drunk when I do activism. I did it at the COVID demonstrations because I was not alone. I was with other people, and it was big demonstrations where we walked, and I didn't. So I could do that. I could have some drinks and some joints, but not when I'm doing activism solo out in the streets and talking to people. I don't want to be drunk or stoned, but she kind of convinced me to do that, and this will never be in the news. It will never be in the news or the alternative. Nobody's gonna ask me, and nobody's gonna share it, and nobody's gonna give a shit about it, and because it's not gatekeeping or controlled opposition, I'm not one of them. People don't give a shit about organic things, and this is very organic. I was because it's so easy. Everybody can do activism when they're drunk and stoned. Everybody can do that. It's easy. You're not being taken seriously, but I was convinced to do it, so I did it, and I didn't like it. And these, what do you call them, security guards, or there's some police at the parliament. Hired police, and there's some guards. Excuse me. And the guards told us two times to go home, to go another place, do something else, go home, sleep, something. And I said to her, and now this is the truth. She was over. I think I met a person who was. I don't know if she was more drunk or stoned than me, or she was more insane. I'm not insane. I don't know how to say it. She was, I think I found a person that's over me or something like that. She was more crazy, insane in a good way, not in a bad way. And she convinced me the third time to go back because I was fascinated with her. I can't say I was in love with her because I only met her once, and I don't think I'm gonna meet her again. So I liked her, and I really liked her, and I was fascinated with her. So she convinced me, and that's the dangerous part of women. We are blinded. I was totally blind. I was thinking about something else. Excuse me. And the thing is, I got really. This is private, but I'm gonna say it once. She told me that she had a boyfriend, and that's it. And I'm not gonna say it again. So, but we were friends. Yeah, for sure, we were friends. I'm sad that I'm not gonna see her again, but the thing is, she convinced me the third time to go back. I was saying, no, 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 we're not gonna go back. They already told us the hired police officer at the parliament. He's not part of the. They have the police apartment and the parliament, but then but they're not connected to the police that in the city. So if there's problems, they call the police to come, and that's what I'm gonna talk about. She convinced me the third time to go back, to do more activism, to shout more at the politicians and the royals. I know the royals are not in the parliament, but we did that anyway. So she convinced me the third time to go back. And I said, no, 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 this is it. If we go back, we're going to be arrested. And that's why I sometimes you've done too much and it's gonna hurt yourself, and you're gonna cause too much damage, and you're gonna be sad, and I did it. I went back a third time with her, and then the guards came back and they called the police. So I don't know how many police. It was insane. I don't know how they get the money from. I don't know why they use so much resources for two activists on the Danish parliament to come and arrest us, blah blah blah, etc etc. And they made a body search on us. It was so embarrassing because I said I had weed on me, and these police officers were very very strict. They were very 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 mean. I mean, I never met a police that was so mean. I mean, I thought I lost my phone when they made the body search, and I asked, "Do you know?" I asked one of the police officers in the van, the police van. "Do you know if my phone is still in my jacket?" And the guy says, "No, there was no phone." And when they dropped us off at they didn't drive us home, but she's homeless. She said that she was, I don't know, she's a couch surfer living at her boyfriend's place. I don't know. Anyhow, she dropped us off at the metro station, and I look at my jacket, and the phone was there. Why? Why does the police need to be assholes? I don't get it. Why can't they just do good service, customer service? No, he liked to be mean. He liked to be strict. He did. Is it called reverse psychology? I don't know. I don't know why they do this, because it just makes sure that people hates the police even more. So I don't get it. They want people to be scared of the police instead of having respect of them. I don't have any respect of these police officers that day, and nothing happened, but they were very, very mean, and I got handcuffs on. I didn't get, was it called strips? Danish is called strips. I didn't get that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind to have that on instead, because the handcuffs are sitting so they're so tight, you know. Um, um, it's not nice. The blood circulation can go through the body, and I don't know why they're using handcuffs. Um, the thing is, I go back and forth. The guards and the police, hired police, and the parliament were so mean. You know, I'm not. I don't like fighting with people. I don't like arguments when people want to hit me or do want to fight me or something like that. In clubs or bars or whatever, in the club scene, I go home, and that's the same with the. I mean, this hired police guy on the parliament was so. He was like, he wanted to fight me. He wanted to, you know, put me down on the ground and all that. And I didn't let him. I was running away from him, and the end he made me force me to sit on the ground with the girl, the woman I was with, and the guard was talking to us, and now they said the police was coming, and we were warned, and etc. etc. And actually, they were more, and the crazy part, they were violent to her. They forced her to sit on the ground, and she was being more aggressive to the guards and the hired police guy on the parliament than I was. I got more angrier when the police arrived, and that's when they put me in handcuffs. And she was not in handcuffs, and I asked the police why she's not in handcuffs and I am. I thought it was something called because she's a girl and etc. etc. No, no, no. You're more aggressive than her. Why? She was being more aggressive the third time than I was. I don't care. It's fucking insane. So and when the police van came and they arrested us, I was really, really. I'm a sensitive guy. I have feelings, and in the police van, I was crying. I know how to show my feelings. I was really sad, and I was crying, and I talk about all these police cases, like Jesper Edvard Hansen or Magnus Bull or Jesper Jul, Jesper Christmas, and so on and so on. Morten Mortensen. I'm a hoax nerd. I'm a conspiracy nerd. I like to solve the puzzle. And and I said, why are you being so mean to me? These stories of I really interested to solve the case here and these cases, and these guys died in vain and so on and so on. I'm not trying to get their empathy, and they didn't give a shit. And then I know people don't remember these cases or psyops or hoaxes because they're not world famous psyops. But anyway, there are psyops in Denmark, and they're very well known cases, and unsolved police cases. And then I mentioned Benjamin, a Danish George Floyd case. I try to mention it in a mainstream way, not in a conspiracy way. And then I said, "Do you remember Benjamin at the city hall at New Year's Eve, etc., etc.?" And then the police officer said, "Please don't mention Benjamin case. Please shut the fuck up." And they also told me, "Don't cry, please don't cry, don't cry." And I don't know why. And the girl said to me, "Toby, please stop it, please stop, don't cry, don't cry." And they also asked her, "Where do you know each other from?" And she said, "It's not of your concern, etc., etc. You shut up, blah blah blah." And they were not nice. They were really stressful, and they were mean. They were bullies. I don't know why they overreacted, and they needed so many. And this, why do they need? Where were they? 6 or 8 or 9 people to arrest us for 2 people, and the taxpayers are paying for this. I don't know why. And they had. I'm not certain, but I was drunk and stoned. I think they have machine guns with them or handguns. Why? I mean, this is freedom of speech. You're not allowed to talk about freedom of speech here. No. And I'm going more and more away from somebody, elites or controllers or Freemasons or secret societies or etc., etc. I have so many spare time of my own to speculate on things. I have so much. And that's the thing, is when you're together with other people, then you have to compromise and be careful with what you're saying when you are alternative or conspiracy freak. You have to make, you know what I mean. So when you're more alone, you don't have to compromise with anybody. So, and that's the thing. I I don't know. It was so silly and stupid. The whole act. I'm pretty embarrassed about it because I had too much drink, and I smoked some weed, and more or less. But I did it for her purpose. I did it for my own purpose. And the thing is, when these rules, sorry, it's very late, so maybe I have problems remembering. I don't have problems with my brain. I have a good memory. So, but it's very early in the morning. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, when these rules are being used as a god. Rules for people are gods. When people worship rules, they are the elites. Rules are elites. If there wasn't no rules, and the police didn't care about it, then me and my female friend wouldn't be arrested for saying truth about the politicians and the royals. No, no, they wouldn't care. But the thing is, people care about rules, they care about money, they care about uh, living food and getting clothes on their body and traveling and so on. They don't care about truth. So who are these elites or controlled, and who is this secret government hiding? I mean, it's getting on my nerves and it's overwhelming so many times. Oh, it's the government, it's the government, it's the elites. But do we really know who these elites are, controllers or parasites, or who they are? It's really, we're going one way, and nothing is changing because people are speaking in this way and only this way, and they're not changing. It's not. It's very. It's not very. It's hard to find out what's causing the fuss or the trouble. Or I mean, why why are the guards and police officers, why they are so strict, why they are, you know, they they love these people, they worship them, or something like that, or they have a vow of silence. I know that the police officers have a vow, and they took an oath and all that, and because they are causing us trouble, they're not causing them trouble. I mean, because politics is a scam, it's a sales trick, it's nothing else. I don't know why they keep going on to defending these hired police officers. Uh, I'm talking about, I don't know. Let's talk about the police in Denmark, and the parliament and the media and so on. These people are defending. They're defending the lies. I don't get it. I don't get it why they're doing that. I mean, I don't like. I mean, if we had if we should have a organic, or in their eyes organic, demonstration or protest, we should have told the police before we were coming. But I don't like that. I don't like to tell anyone when I'm coming to do activism. I think that's fake. Who do we have to take care of? Why do we have to do that? It's just people's feelings. It's nothing else. It's their bad frequencies or behaviors. It's not yours. And it's very sad that you have to tell the police that you're doing a protest, or demonstrations, because it's their problem, not yours. And it doesn't matter if you're drunk or you're stoned or you're sober. And when you, no, that's not the problem. It's freedom of speech. Yeah, it would be much better if I was clean and sober that day, or that Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. Yes, I know. But still, if I'd done it in a sober, clean way, I've been arrested anyway. Doesn't matter. They still would have come and arrested us because we didn't tell him. And that's the problem. It doesn't matter. So people said, oh, if you were sober and clean, they wouldn't arrest you. No. They would still arrest us. No, because we had to tell them that we were there, And I don't like that. It's very controlled opposition. It's very chilling. I don't like it. It's their problem, not ours. We have to compromise with them. Compromise with their stupid rules. I mean, politicians